Regression analysis. Regression analysis. Regression analysis. So take out the definition. Regression. Regression. Yes. Regression is a mathematical measure. Regression is a mathematical measure of the average relationship between two or more variables in terms of the original limit of the data Okay, so here we are going to find the regression equation. So here we are going to discuss only based on two variables x and y. Okay, so there is a possibility of two regression lines. You can find what is the regression equation of x on y, and you can find what is the regression equation of y on x. X on y means we are going to represent x in terms of y variable. Y So logarithmic formula is the important one. Other things you are going to put in your calculator, you are going to get the answer. Main thing is that you memorize all the formulas. Okay, so take down. Note, no important points. Note or important points. First one, both lines of regression, both lines of regression pass through the point x bar comma y bar. Pass through the point x bar comma y bar. What is the meaning of this one now? We say that a line is passing through the point. What is the meaning of that one? Linear. Here representing linear equation only. Okay, if a line passes through a point, if you substitute that point in that equation, what will happen? Zero. The equation will become zero. Okay, so both the regression lines are going to pass through the point x bar comma y bar. In another way, we have to tell this, both the regression lines satisfies the corresponding mean values. If you replace all x and y to be x bar and y bar, this equation will get satisfied. Okay, this point is important one. In one problem, we are using this result to find what is the mean values. So what is the meaning? In this regression lines, if you replace x to be x bar and y to be y bar, then this equation will be satisfied. Yes or no? Replace y to be y bar, what happen? Y bar minus y bar will become 0. Replace x by x bar, x minus x bar will become 0. Similar, this also will become 0 also. The mean value satisfies both the regression lines. That is one point we have to remember. Next one, second one. If one of the next point, if one of the regression coefficient, if one of the regression coefficient is greater than unity, then the other must be less than unity. Other must be less than unity. Unity means what is the value of 1? So if one regression coefficient is greater than 1, the other one should be less than 1. Majority cases this will be satisfied. Maybe one or two problems this may not satisfy also. But majority cases this is the condition. If one is greater than 1, the other one should be less than 1. Okay, next point. R is equal to, you need R to calculate the correlation coefficient. So R is equal to plus or minus square root of bxy into bx. So no need to use values of that formula. If you know the regression coefficients, you can find R. R equal to plus or minus square root of bxy into bx. Now, we are given the symbol here to be plus or minus. But we need to give an answer either with a plus sign or with a minus sign. How to decide that one is that the correlation coefficient and the regression coefficients will have the same signs. So if the regression coefficients are positive, then you will write the R value as positive. If the regression coefficients are negative, you will write the R value as negative. Don't do this. Okay, so both the regression coefficients and the correlation coefficient will have the same signs. So depending on the nature of that one, you decide whether you put the plus symbol or minus symbol. So note on this point also. Both regression coefficients and correlation coefficient will have same signs. Now, just to recall the formulas now. If you are given it as a discrete data, what is the formula to get x bar? Summation of x by n. What will be y bar? Summation of y by n. What is sigma x? Standard deviation. Square root of summation of x square by n minus x bar the whole square. Okay, for sigma y you can write the formula as square root of summation of y square by n minus y bar the whole square. Okay, so this not x into p of x, just discrete values only, not all of the problems. Okay, here it will be like just like the discrete values only, x and y only, not all of the problem values. Okay, so we are remember this one now. Yes. So to get regression coefficients, what are the things you need? See the formula. You need R, sigma x, sigma y. You know the formulas to get sigma x and sigma y. What is the formula to get R? Covariance of x, y divided by sigma x, sigma y. To calculate that one means you have to find covariance. Without finding covariance, how can you find? Just now again formula of all equal to plus or minus square root of dx by into dy x. Okay, so there is one more formula to find the regression coefficients. If you make use of that one means you need not find that covariance at all. Just using that formula you can find what is bxy and byx. Okay, so bxy will be given by the formula summation of x minus x bar into y minus y bar. The whole thing divided by summation of y minus y bar the whole square. There are different ways of getting the values. Now you can use any formula to get your answers. Okay, well if you want to find r and then you get come from that one for bxy and byx means you can come. Or you find bxy byx and then using that one you find r. Anyway if you do, you will given the marks. Okay, so next one will be byx. Summation of x minus x bar into y minus y bar divided by summation of x minus x bar the whole square. This is also easy to remember. Numerator both the terms. Denominator will get the second term. Okay, second term is y minus, denominator is y minus y bar the whole square. Second term is x minus x bar the whole square. Okay, so you know what is the regression lines now. You need dxy, dyx, x bar and y bar. These four values. We can get this one by using any formulas of your choice. Okay, not compulsory that you go by this one only to get your regression coefficients. It's purely your choice. Okay, that time saving only matters. You want to find a r, this is another equal question. Yes or no? Yes, instead of that one, if you go by this one means little bit of time will be saved. That's the difference. So by memorize the formulas thoroughly, stick to one method of solving the problem, memorize the formula according to that method and solve the problems by that one method only. Don't study 2 or 3 methods and confuse yourself. Okay, stick to one method, practice all the problems in that one because in the exams they are not going to mention any method. The question will be is that find the regression lines, that's all. Okay, in between you can go by any method and you can get your answers. Yes? Give a class for the formulas now. Let's start with the problems. So if you go by this one means you need to find sigma x and sigma y also. This is all. If you go by that one means no need to find sigma x and sigma y also. Directly by that one you are going to get. Shall we start the problems? First one. From the following data. First subdivision. First one, find the two regression lines. Find the two regression lines. Second one, the coefficient of correlation between between the marks in economics, between the marks in economics and statistics, Second one, the most likely mark in statistics when marks in economics are 30. Crazy. Marks in economics are 30. Crazy. So take a data. You are given the marks in economics and statistics. Economics and statistics. For economics, the marks is 25, 28, 35, 32, 31, 36, 29, 38, 34, 32. Marks in statistics 43, 46, 49, 41, 36, 32, 31, 30, 33, 39. Okay. exist you put after 3 columns means you may make mistake when you have to do the multiplications. Okay. Next column will be for x minus x bar the whole square, y minus y bar the whole square. These are the columns that will be. So for the remaining 4 columns, first you need what is x bar and y bar. So first find that one. Find the total of x and y. Substitute the values, find the totals. Find what is summation of x, summation of y. You have to do it fast now. You should not spend so much of time in this totals. Calculators. What are you? This is known as regression coefficients. Second, at image. Spelling mistakes are regression or spelling mistake. Identify it. Regression, R-E-G-R-E-S-S-I-O-N, regression. Regression spelling R-E-G-R-E-S-S-I-O-N, regression. No, your face is very less. Find what is summation of x and summation of y first. Find the total. Still many of you are sitting without calculators. Now what is the use? What is summation of x, ma'am? 320. Okay, good. Summation of y? 380. Everyone got that one? So using that, first you find what is x bar and what is y bar. So summation of x is 320, right? So x bar will be summation of x by n. So 320 divided by n indicates the number of values given. How many data are given? 10. So what is x bar? 30. What is summation of y? Yes? 380. So what will y bar? 30. So first find the total of x and y. Using that find what is x bar and y bar. Now fill the remaining columns. This is nothing but x minus 32. This is y minus 38. Fill the columns carefully, ma. That will cause my negative signs also. So fill it up carefully. So you need not find this two total, but these two totals are not necessary. You need only the remaining 3 totals. Do it fast. Those who don't have calculator also can do. We are going to subtract from 32 and 38 only. Do it. So tell me what is the answer now. Summation of x minus x bar into y minus y bar minus 23 minus 93. Very good. Summation of x minus x bar into y minus y bar is minus 93. Note on the total everyone. Summation of x minus x bar into y minus y bar. That fifth column total is minus 93. Now sixth column, summation of x minus x bar the whole square, 140, 140. Summation of x minus x bar the whole square, 140. Summation equal to summation of x minus x bar into y minus y bar divided by summation of y minus y bar whole square. That is the formula. Numerator product of both, denominator will be the second term. So what is the total? Minus 93 divided by 398. Find what is the answer? Minus 0.23. Yes. Find the next one. Other regression coefficient Vyx equal to summation of x minus x bar into y minus y bar by summation of x minus x bar whole square. So minus 93 divided by what is the total of y minus y bar? 140. X minus x bar is 140.
Minus
6642. Always you people are missing the round off. I told you already this before classes. If the next decimal place is greater than or equal to 5, add 1 to the previous one. Got it, no? Yes. So what is the first subdivision you have to find? Both the regression lines. So start with the first subdivision. Start with the first subdivision. Regression line of x on y. Regression line of x on y. Yes. X on y. Yes. X minus x bar equal to Vx bar into y minus y bar. This is the regression equation of x on y. Substitute all the data. That is x minus x bar. X bar value is 32. That is equal to Vx bar minus 0.2337 into y minus y bar is 38. This is the regression equation of x on y. What is the meaning of x on y, ma? What is the meaning of x on y? Representing x in terms of y variable. So after writing like this, what you do is that rewrite this equation in terms of x variable alone. That is, keep x only on the left hand side, bring all the other variables to the right hand side. Because we are trying to find x in terms of y variable. So x is not a equation in the particular. So rewrite x only in the left hand side or bring all the other terms to the right hand side. So x is equal to minus 0.2337 y plus 0.2337 into 38. Multiplying inside. We are having constant. This is negative. When you bring it to the right hand side, no, positive. Simplify this. Find what is the constant? How much more? Others take it. With the x on y means you have to represent x in terms of y variable. You have to rewrite the equation into this format. into x minus 32. So this is y on x now. From this one which you have to find? Y. Y on x which you have to find? Y. Bring the constant to the other side. So y equal to minus 0.6643x plus 0.6643 into 32 plus 38. 59.2576. So this is the regression equation of y on x. So this is another way of representing our regression lines. Okay, so this is the original equations we have said, right? But we can say this is also one of the form of writing our regression lines. Okay, so if you write like this, which will be the regression coefficient? No? In the value regression coefficient already represent minus 0.237 and here 0.66. It is nothing but the coefficient of the variables. So the coefficient of variables are regression coefficients. This logic also we use it to solve the other type of problem. Okay, for example, I say x is equal to 0.55 plus 32. Which is the regression coefficient? 0.5. Which will be the regression coefficient here? 1/8. So this is another way of representing our regression lines. Any way we can represent. Okay? Any doubt over this point thoroughly. Okay? Any doubt? Okay. Now we compare the first solution. What is the second one you have to find? Correlation coefficient. So right, second one. Correlation coefficient. Correlation coefficient. Correlation coefficient R. Always correlation coefficient should be represented by small r only, not capital R. If you have done capital R, just change it. R equal to plus or minus square root of dxy into d1x. Okay, substitute regression coefficients plus or minus square root of minus 0.2337 into minus 0.6642. Both the regression coefficients will have the same signs. One cannot be positive, the other one cannot be negative. When the regression coefficients are same signs. What is the answer? 0.39. Now we have to decide whether R will be positive or negative. How will we decide that one? Negative. Why negative? x is equal to 30, when x is equal to 30, y equal to. Substitute in this equation and find what is y now. Substitute x equal to 30, y on x equation. Substitute in that one and find what is y value. Problem is easy or difficult, no? Easy only, but as usual, since it is max, you have to be careful in each and every step. When you subtract and multiply, you should be careful with your positive and negative signs. Okay, wow. So now, for the same question, the first subdivision is not asked now. Okay, you are supposed to find what is the most likely mark of statistics when economics is 30 alone. That is the question. Only the third subdivision is the question alone. Then how will you solve? Only the third subdivision is the question. You are not going to ask to find the first or second. Then what are the things you will calculate? Which equation you will calculate? Y on x. Do you need to find x on y? No. Okay, if you ask only the third subdivision means you need only the regression equation of y on x. Then what are the columns you need? Summation x, summation y. You need the product. Then you need x minus x bar the whole square. You need to calculate y minus y bar the whole square. Okay, so think properly with the question and include only those data in your answers. No extra columns or no additional steps should be there in your paper. Because for doing this itself will take so much of time. So you should not unnecessarily waste time in unnecessary calculations. Okay, ma. So understand the question first and give the answers according to that one. This is one type of problem. Here what is given? You are given the data. For that data you are calculating what is the regression line, what is the correlation coefficient, other things. Now the other problem is slightly a reverse way. There will be given the regression lines. Okay. No numerical data will be given. Just the regression lines will be given. Using that regression lines, you need to find what is the mean of x and y as well as the regression coefficients. Possible or not possible? How? By comparing these two. Comparing each one. So that is the next type of problem we are going to discuss now. So take down this one. The two lines of regression. The two lines of regression are. The two lines of regression are. The two lines of regression are 8x minus 10y plus 66 equal to 0. 40x minus 18y minus 2 and 4 equal to 0. The variance of x is 9. The variance of x is 9. Find the mean value of x and y. Find the mean value of x and y and correlation coefficient point they gave you related to mean. Both the regression line passes through the point x bar and y bar. Or other way, the mean satisfies both the regression lines. So what is the hint I told you? When you replace x to be x bar and y to be y bar, the equation will be satisfied. Satisfied means it is 0. Okay, well. So now these are going to be the regression lines. You have to find what is x bar and y bar. So both the regression lines satisfies the mean values. So what you can do? Replace x by to be x bar, y to be y bar. Solve it as a simultaneous equation. You can find what is x bar and what is y bar. Because both the regression equation satisfies the mean value. Yes or no? ஒரு பாயிண்ட் வந்து ஒரு ஈக்குவேஷனை satisfy பண்ணனும்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்? அந்த பாயிண்ட கொண்டு போய் அந்த ஈக்குவேஷனை நம்ம சப்ஸ்டிட்யூட் பண்ணோம்னா it will be satisfied, it becomes 0. The same logic here. So in this equation you are going to replace x to be x bar, y to be y bar. Consider it as two simultaneous equations. Solve it and find what is x bar and what is y bar. This can be separately asked as a 2-mark question. Find the mean values of x and y. Okay, so start the solution. Both the regression lines passes through the point. Both the regression lines passes through the point x bar comma y bar in order term. X bar comma y bar. Therefore, replace 8 into x bar minus 10 into y bar plus 66 is equal to 0. 40 x bar minus 18 y bar minus 2 and 4 equal to 0. Solve and find what is x bar and y bar. Simultaneous solve. You want to eliminate x or y? Which will you eliminate? X or y? X. We want to eliminate x means here it is 40 and here it is 8. What you can do? Multiply the first one by 40. It will become 40. So 40 x bar minus 50 y bar plus 66 into 5. Equal to 0. Second equation as it is 40 x bar minus 18 y bar minus 2 and 4 equal to 0. Add or subtract? Subtract. Because both is of same signs, you have to subtract. So second one, this will become minus, this will become plus, this will become plus. X bar cancels. Minus 50 plus 18. Plus or minus? Minus 30. 330 plus 214. 544 equal to 0. So y bar equal to minus 544 by minus 2. Sorry, no? Now substitute any one of the equation, find what is x bar. This is one way of solving, no? Other way is that in calculator I think there is an option of solving the simultaneous equations. Yes or no? You can make use of a calculator and you can write the answers also. That is your choice. Either step by step solving or use calculator. Find what is y bar, sorry x bar. X bar is 30 and y bar is 30. So this can be asked separately as a 2-mark question.